What's up, true believers? Marvel Across 316 back with another comic book haul, and today we are going to be looking at a short stack of comic books here that I bought off of eBay recently, and this is going to be my last comic book haul for this year. 2023 has been a very good year for me. I have added a ton of comics to my collection. I think I added more this year than I did last year. And a lot of that has to do with my change of course. I originally had made a list of like 12 books that I was on the hunt for this year. But by the halfway point of this year, I decided to do away with that list because it's hard to, look for these books when you want other books as well. And so I will say that I was not successful in completing that list, but I will say though that I was glad that I decided to stray away from the list and buy what I wanted. And that's the main thing is about this hobby is you want to buy what you love and collect what you love. And so that's my advice for any of y'all who are thinking about making resolutions for whatever you want to buy next year. Don't make a list. Just trust that you're going to find something out in the wild. And that's the fun of collecting, is you go to these comic book stores or conventions and you're going to find things that you not necessarily were looking for in the first place. And so that's kind of characterized this year, is by going to my comic book store, looking up on eBay. I have found some great deals and have added a great number of books to my collection. But without further ado, let's go ahead and now and look at these last 6 books for this year to show off. It's nothing in particular that's key, but it's just some filler stuff that I'm adding to my collection. And we're starting off the bat here with some great Amazing Spider-Man 251. And if you know anything about Amazing Spider-Man, you know that this is the last time Peter Parker is in this costume before he is carried away onto the Beyonders, alien world. All of the superheroes are just taken away into that, I think it's like an alien ship or whatever they vanished into, and they were transported to the battle world. And so this is the last issue of Spider-Man in his original costume before issue 252, when he comes back to Earth and he's in his new alien symbiote suit. And if you haven't watched that video, for my birthday recently, last month, I bought a graded book of Amazing Spider-Man 252. And I uploaded that video up on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. So definitely go and watch that video. It's a short clip. And I'm very proud to have added that to my collection. And we also now are going to go to issue 254. And so here we have a very early appearance of Spider-Man in his symbiote suit. And I just really love this cover. There's a lot of detail in this one cover that's just amazing, with all the lines, and it's something that I could stare at all day. And so I have already read Amazing Spider-Man 251, and I really love that issue. I mean, this one is not in the best shape. I got this in like 4.0 condition, but it's a good reader copy until I replace it maybe one day. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm sure that it's a great one too. So, Ron Frenz is a great Spider-Man artist, and I have a lot of appreciation for the work that he did on the Amazing Spider-Man run back in the mid-'80s. Because I believe this is 1984 when he was working on the title. And this is some of his first work on Amazing Spider-Man. So definitely adding some great Amazing Spider-Man books to my collection. My Amazing Spider-Man collection is growing and growing, folks. It's just gonna get better and better, and hopefully, you know, I'll have most of volume 1 in my possession one day. Now we're going to transition to Marvel Team Up. You know that Marvel Team Up has been a staple of mine, something that I have really focused on this year, especially the latter half of this year, just adding more and more Marvel Team Up. And so this is issue number 40. So definitely just continuing adding more from this volume, and I'm really happy to get this into my collection. We have a 2 guest villain appearances here, and so we're really looking forward to reading this one with the Crime Master and Big Man. Then we're going to look at issue number 41. And this one is also really cool looking. We have a Scarlet Witch appearance. And it looks like she is under the control of this guy called Cotton Mather. I have no idea who that guy is. But once I read it, I'll find out. And so there's another one I didn't have that I'm really happy to add to the collection. I got all of these books from mycomicshop.com. They have their eBay store. And so I definitely recommend y'all, if you want to, you know, buy from a reputable store, definitely go with mycomicshop.com. Some of their prices are, you know, a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. And they have a lot of these filler books for very cheap. Some of these are like $4 a pop. Now we're going to finally transition to the Defenders. And of course, Defenders have been another title that I've been working on this year. And I've added quite a lot of Defenders over the past couple of months. And so we're going to look at issue number 79. And this one is in fine condition. And this is going to be highlighting the original Defenders. And so at this point in late 1979, you know, the title of the Defenders wasn't really doing that hot. So they decided to take a break with, you know, Valkyrie, Nighthawk, and Hellcat, and instead focus more on the originals. Because I think they wanted to, you know, bring up the sales on this title, because they definitely didn't want to risk this being canceled back in late 1979. And so definitely looking forward to reading this. I've been reading all of these Defenders books in order. And so number 79 is one I'm going to read next. And then I also got issue number 80. And this cover I really love. You got Hulk, Namor, and Doctor Strange. They're all fighting together against this demonic looking horde of demons. So it's definitely looking like a great fight, a great action-packed story. I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. But there you have it, folks. That is how we are going to end this year of 2023 on a very somber note. Yes, all of these books don't really have any key significance, but when I make videos, I don't want to just make videos highlighting the key issues. I want to show off everything that I'm buying, either from eBay or from my comic book shop. And so, you know, you're just getting the honest to goodness truth from me and what I'm buying, because whatever I buy, I'm going to showcase on this channel. But there you have it, folks. That is how we're going to end this haul. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing to my channel. We just surpassed 1,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate it. You know, It took me a long time to get to that point, but I'm very appreciative for all of your support. And with that said, go ahead now and drop a like on this video. Comment down below which is your favorite book that I showcased in this haul. And I will see y'all in the next year. Have a blessed Christmas and a Happy New Year.